proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a young age, Peter. He's tactically very astute, he's versatile anywhere on that right flank, and you see him make overlap after overlap, and he loves to stretch defences.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Rodrigo! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Alexandro. Nadir does well to get it back. En-Nesyri chasing after it. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well timed, excellent interception. Brahim Diaz. Nadir. Forwards and with intent. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he has another go! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. And that's been well dealt with. That has been knocked clear. That's really well manoeuvred. Out towards the flank. Amrabat. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! Can he stop it going out? So who's he picking out? Ben Sekir. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A truly wicked strike. Nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a breakthrough already. Linton. Alexandro. Now who's going to be first to this? Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Alexandro. Linton. Aguirre gets over and intercepts. Amrabat. Ben Sekir. And here's En-Nesyri. And that was very necessary. It's gone for a throw-in. Brahim Diaz. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Oh, shot and a shot! Alisson herring after the ball here. Cross from Hakimi.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Marquinhos gently done. Gerson. Linton. Alexandro. Linton. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. They've got a corner here. And that has been cleared. And it's Danilo. Rafinha. Gerson. Linton. And here's Rafinha. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Vinicius Junior. Oh, good spread. Now, can he find a finish? Aguirre gets good distance on it. It's run loose here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Morocco have reclaimed it. Mazraoui shifted upfield. Nadir. Amrabat. Nadir. And here's Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Alexandro. Gabriel. Linton. That's been drilled forward. Out to the right. Aguirre can get it clear. Hakimi. Unahi. And it's Amrabat. Nadir. And it's played forward. Brahim Diaz gets a cross in. Alexandro. Gerson moved on forwards. Mazraoui. Aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Linton. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Rafinha, and here's Rodrigo. Danilo. Alexandro patted in a wide position. Linton. Knocks it out wide. It's a good... Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Marquinhos. Gerson. Linton. Marquinhos. Played towards the other side. Mazraoui. Nadir. Amrabat. Hakimi. Moved on forwards. Ben Seguir. Unahi spread out to the left. Now then, the ball's come loose. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Alexandro tries to clear. Played into the middle. That's too far for anyone. Gabriel. Linton. Gerson. That is a great pick out. Rodrigo played out towards the right wing. Now it's... And a chance! Oh, taken with style! Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Gerson shifted upfield, and it's Linton. Alexandro drives forward on the overlap. Mazraoui did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That's a good run down the left. Alexandro. Played out wide. Linton. Oh, it's played into the area. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And here's Vinicius. Vinicius Junior! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Alexandro with the short one. Danilo, here comes the cross. And he's there to get it away. Rafinha, big chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Rafinha is offering a right smile there.
Cope goes short. Brahim Diaz, proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Nadir, gently done. Bruno Guimaraes, Rafinha, and it's played forward. Now it's Rodrigo, Gerson, Linton, Alexandro. Great run on the overlap here. Rafinha, Linton. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior! And another try! Goal, Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Brazil take the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Linton. Brazil leading here after what's been an eventful start to the game. And here's Vinicius Junior. And they've got rid. Marquinhos. Crunching tackle. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. Bruno claims it, safe hands. Linton, and it's Alexandro. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Linton, and it's hoisted clear. Aguirre getting this one clear. En-Nesyri played into space. Rawi. That's tidy. Brazil have scored 2 quick goals here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Gerson. Bruno Guimaraes. First quarter of an hour gone. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
Nadir. And it's Mazraoui.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Marquinhos
With the clearance. Rodrigo, well, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Defending of the desperate variety.
Gabriel
Gets it clear. Aguirre forwards and with intent.
Gabriel
Can get it clear. Oh, what a climb! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Gabriel.
Played out to the right.
Ben Seguir. Now it's Ben Seguir.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Vinicius Junior.
Played out towards the right wing. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Unahi. Ben Seguir. He whips in across. Joe Linton shifted upfield.
He's got away. And it's played forward.
And it's Alexandro. And here's Rafinha.
Vinicius Junior.
Great defending, strong and determined. Ben Seguir. Hakimi. Aguirre goes forward. That has been cut short. Gerson. Brahim Diaz. Aguirre, aim forwards. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Rodrigo. Goes for a shot! Could be danger here.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
And that has been cleared.
Gerson played out to the left flank.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's gone for goal.
It's a loose ball. Alexandro.
Now here's the delivery. Cleared away.
He's well positioned here. That's going to go a long way. Unahi. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Brahim Diaz. And he shoots!
He has done it! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Vinicius Junior.
Gabriel. Oh, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. And here's Rodrigo.
Rodrigo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Calmly anticipates. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Rodrigo.
Here's Rodrigo, chooses to go back. Ben Sagir was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bruno Guimaraes. And he's picked out the run.
Vinicius Junior.
Looks across and plays it in.
And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone.
Well read, nice interception.
Danilo.
Gerson.
Danilo.
Gerson. Bruno Guimaraes. Forward it goes. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a throw.
Danilo.
Gerson. Gerson plays it in. Mazraoui can get it clear.
Time to deliver. Climbs up big!
Aguirre, gently done.
Danilo.
Gabriel. Gerson. Oh, good spread. Moved on forwards. Plays it through. Ben Sagir. And it's Hakimi. In with the challenge. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Linton gets it away. That's an excellent interception. Can he latch onto this? Rafinha puts a cross in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
En-Nesyri is onto it in a flash. Gabriel. Gerson. Danilo. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Ben Sagir absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Rodrigo. Now it's Rodrigo. Played in by Rodrigo. He's in a great position here. Nadir. Unahi. Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Alexandro. Linton. Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. Over to the left. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Rafinha. And that wins the duel this time. Unahi forwards and with intent. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Linton moved on forwards. Rafinha out to the right. Danilo. Cross goes in there. Danger averted for now. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. And that's been won straight back. Hakimi aim forwards. Gerson. That's really well manoeuvred. Nadir. Aguirre. And it's played forward. And he cuts out the supply. Bruno Guimaraes. Rodrigo. Gerson. Nice control. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Brahim Diaz. Well read. And the danger is averted. Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Now it's Linton. A chance to play it in. Aguirre shifted upfield. Bruno Guimaraes, gently done. Marquinhos have it back and can go again. Linton. Alexandro. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Rafinha. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hakimi. Gabriel. And here's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Nadir. Brahim Diaz. Now he's off and running.
He's shifting through the gears here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Rafinha. Mazraoui cuts it out. Gerson. And here's Vinicius Junior. Brahim Diaz.
Oh, they could break here.
Mazraoui. And it's lofted through here.
And it's hoisted clear.
Brahim Diaz delivers with whip. Marquinhos attempts a clearance. Rodrigo. Marquinhos. Danilo. Gerson. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo
Looking to get on the end of this.
Danilo is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Marquinhos aim forwards. Rafinha.
Out towards the flank. Aimed into... It's a mighty effort!
And the header is disappointing in the end.
Morocco, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Marquinhos. Gabriel. Joelinton. Rodrigo has found the net here, of course. Joelinton, and he goes cross-field.
Now he's wondering who wants it. Hit into the middle. And that's been repelled.
That has been knocked clear. Alexandro picks it up now.
And it's hoisted clear.
And it's Alexandro. Alexandro delivers.
He can get that clear.
And here's Rafinha.
Out to the left it goes.
Alexandro flashes it across.
Cleared without complication.
Marquinhos. Gerson. Rafinha. Gerson. Danilo at his creative best. He set up 2 goals.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Gabriel shifted upfield.
Danilo. And it's Danilo. Rodrigo. Danilo. Danilo is flagged offside. Gerson. Gabriel. Linton. Gabriel. En-Nesyri. Oh, good spread. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri played out towards the right wing. The defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Unahi moved on forwards. Gabriel with a fine tackle. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Rodrigo. They're not going to make any further progress now. A searching ball out wide. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, can he get onto this? Great work on the overlap. Mazraoui gets across to intercept that. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mazraoui tries making a foray down the right. Amrabat. And here's Brahim Diaz. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Alexandro. Alexandro tries across. Danilo. And here's Rodrigo. That's very neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Amrabat can get it clear. Bruno Guimaraes. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Linton, Vinicius Junior, Hakimi cuts out the pass. Ben Seguir, and here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri spread out to the left. Bruno Guimaraes makes the interception. Played out to the right. Lobbed in behind. And that's put paid to a promising move. En-Nesyri. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Oh, nicely intercepted. Hakimi, that's a sharp pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Marquinhos. Rafinha. Alexandro looking to hit the byline here. He is through here. Keeper's dealt with that. Nesiri. Oh, he's found support out wide. Some good work on the right flank here. And that has been clubbed away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Aguirre, and the keeper's got it again. Amrabat. Aguirre. And it's played forward. And it's gone back to the keeper. Marquinhos. Gerson. Gabriel. Shawlinton. Rafinha. Gerson. Forwards and with intent. That's good play. Can he deliver? Now, what about a counter-attack? Aguirre. Amrabat. Marquinhos makes the interception. Amrabat. That's really well manoeuvred. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Alexandro. Gabriel. Shawlinton. Oh, red, nice interception. That's a nicely weighted pass. Brahim Diaz is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Benzaguir! And the ball's come loose here. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Oh, shooting chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Amrabat brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Rafinha looks to get on the end of this. And it's Alexandro. Alexandro. Oh, such a clever touch. Looking for a decent ball in. And claimed it back swiftly. They've played it short. Bruno Guimaraes. Gets a good foot in there. Danilo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior played out to the left flank. Unahi aimed forwards. Gerson. Gabriel. Linton. Rodrigo. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rafinha. He's going to be disappointed with that. Ben Seguir. Aguirre. Ben Seguir. Amrabat. Unahi. Gerson. Rodrigo. Danilo. He can run onto that. And he's heaved it away. And it's Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rafinha. Hakimi, gently done. Gerson. Rafinha caresses it through. Rodrigo!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Brilliantly cut out. Hakimi shifted upfield. Gabriel. And here's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha knocks it out wide. Alexandro. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice physical challenge. Ben Seguir. Well, now here's a decent chance!
Ben Seguir just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Bruno Guimaraes driven forward. Referee's given a throw. Muscular approach does pay off here. Gabriel. Rafinha. Amrabat. Moved on forwards. Unahi. Hakimi. Amrabat. And here's En-Nesyri. Receives it in a good position here. Oh, it's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. There's a probing ball. And it's played forward. Do have a chance to counter here. Vinicius Junior. Nadir. Nadir shifted upfield. Gerson. Marquinhos gently done. Unahi. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Gabriel gets across to intercept that.
Danilo. That's really well manoeuvred.
Gerson. Ben Sagir gets a foot in here. Proves too strong. And here's Brahim Diaz. Amrabat. Ben Sagir. This might spell he's had a shot!
Oh, that was no routine save.
And Nasiri clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the shot! Goal! Morocco! And the comeback is complete. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Alexandro going full tilt down the left. And it's Alexandro. Can he latch on to this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done. In this series, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Linton.
Rodrigo.
Danilo hangs one in, and he thumps it clear.
Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Brahim Diaz.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
Agea. That's a lovely, neat pass. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Cuts out the pass and back to the goalkeeper.
Quality ball.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
Marquinhos. Vinicius Junior. Over to the left. It's a good run down the left-hand side.
And it's Linton. In this area, done delicately.
Could move up a gear here.
He has found the way through.
Ben Sagir! Oh, how good is he? Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
It just came down to a battle of wills between him and the keeper, and he won it with a cracking piece of trickery.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Here we go again then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Vinicius Junior! Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Danilo. Now it's Rodrigo. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Jesson. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Lovely feet. Nice physical challenge. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, can he get onto this? Danilo. Oh, he's caught it there, it's a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Danilo. And here's Rodrigo. Oh, that's nice. And here's Rodrigo. Aguirre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party over. Rafinha! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nasraoui. Up towards the front line. And Nesiri. Jesson is the guilty party there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Really well cleared. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Marquinhos. Gabriel. Matheus Cunha. Gabriel. Oh, good spread. And he welcomes it in. Rodrigo. Ball driven towards the far post. And he's there to clear it.
Brazil clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Out towards the flank. That is a brilliant interception.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Now that's well seen too. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Guimaraes. Matheus Cunha. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Rodrigo. Can he finish? Brazil have a free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
He's had a crack. It's anyone's ball now.
And that has been cleared.
He is just caressing the ball. Cross needs to be good. Mazraoui
Is there, and he can get that clear.
and Morocco could break here. Mazraoui. Brahim Diaz.
Danilo gets rid without sophistication. And the counter is on.
Unahi. Moved on forwards. Marquinhos
Tries to clear. Vinicius Junior.
aim forwards. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Foot in.
Rafinha.
Now here's the delivery.
Jesson. Played out wide.
Danilo
Gets a cross in.
cleared away.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Marquinhos.
Bruno Guimaraes.
Danilo.
Gets it away. Rodrigo.
Rafinha!
And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Jesson.
Jesson plays.
Up he goes! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Nesiri. So what can they make of this?
And that could set him on his way.
Now it's Ben Seguir.
Very nicely done.
Great defending, strong and determined. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Alexandro.
Matheus Cunha. And here's Rafinha. Muscular approach does pay off here. Nice looking ball. Nesiri played out towards the right wing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bruno Guimaraes, gently done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And it's played forward.
Ben Seguir.
It's a foul. It could be a penalty. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Gabriel clears it away. And it's Amrabat. Moved on forwards. Rodrigo. Now it's Bruno Guimaraes. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Ben Sekir. He's free. Well, that is asking for trouble. Gabriel. Marquinhos. Gerson. Alexandro chasing after it. Matheus Cunha. Alexandro. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. That's the throw. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Clearly not happy with that. Nadir forwards and with intent. Gerson. Matheus Cunha. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And here's Vinicius Junior. That has found him in acres of space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gerson does really well to win. Takes a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
It's only a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Bruno Guimaraes. Matheus Cunha. Gabriel. Alexandro. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Gabriel. And it's Danilo. Here's a shot! Has a look and plays it forward. Nadir. Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Unai El-Nassiri chasing after it. Bruno Guimaraes wins the duel this time. Rafinha laid out to the left flank. Rafinha. Unai. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos cuts it out. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Marquinhos looks to the other side. And it's Alexandro.
Have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Gerson. Aimed in towards the centre. Unai. Gerson. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gabriel. Rafinha. Picks it up out wide. That has been knocked clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Danilo. Thinks one through. Danilo providing an outlet on that flank. Shot, surely! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Rafinha. Mazraoui attempts a clearance. And it's Guimaraes. Succumbs to the pressure. Alexandro. Now it's Rodrigo. Ben Sagir shifted upfield. Brahim Diaz. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Mazraoui. Mazraoui. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bruno Guimaraes, aim forwards. That has been cut short. Nesiri. Alexandro. Muscular approach does pay off here. Chance here to counter. Nadir. Hakimi forwards and with intent. Matheus Cunha.
Morocco are more than happy to defend deep now. They've decided that it's not worth taking any more risks.
Unlike their opponents, who have to do precisely the opposite, and time is running out on them.
Calmly anticipates. Nesiri is onto it in a flash. He's offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nadir. Aguirre. Oh, this looks sharp. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target. Hakimi, gently done.
Rodrigo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Matheus Cunha. Rafinha. Unahi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Moved on forwards. Amrabat. Unahi. Ben Sagir.
Danilo.
Matheus Cunha, Rafinha, and that's not going to reach. That's a lovely, neat pass. Gabriel cuts it out. Alexandro. Rodrigo. Rafinha, and he has been fouled there.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And he's going direct. Najraoui. Oh, there's a probing ball. En-Nesyri chasing after it. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Yep, it's a corner. Hakimi, who is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Danilo. Looking here to chip it through. And that was very necessary. Matheus Cunha. Proves too strong. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. He's trying the shot. And it's been taken short. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Might be danger here. Rafinha. Alexandro delivers. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And it's played forward. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Morocco clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And here's He's having a shot! And here's the chance to counter. Unahi, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. En-Nesyri. Gabriel. Alexandro. Matheus Cunha. He's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Cross goes in there. He's dealt with that well. Oh, it's a nice side. Amrabat has got himself a free kick. Bruno sends that a long way. He's in plenty of space here. And it's Mazraoui. Nadir. Mazraoui. And here's Brahim Diaz. Lovely bit of skill. Unahi. Nadir knocks it out wide. Mazraoui, cross into the box. Marquinhos gets it away. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Nadir. And here's En-Nesyri. En-Nesyri! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Hakimi, played in with purpose. Bruno Guimaraes. That's really well manoeuvred. Alexandro. He's through here. Matheus Cunha. He's found the way through. Aim forwards. Nadir. Ben Seguir. Unahi. Unahi gently done. Over to the left. Alexandro. Showing good feet. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Gerson. Nadir. Looking to break at pace. Moved on forwards. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Vinicius Junior. Out towards the flank. And it's Danilo. Danilo with the cross. Hakimi, nicely aimed pass. Danilo. And now the breakaway. Ben Seguir. Calmly anticipates. Danilo. Gabriel shifted upfield. And it's Alexandro. Gerson. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bruno claims it, and the danger passes. Danilo. Rodrigo. Great position here. Is the shot on? Alexandro. Rafinha. Gerson. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And it's Danilo. Bruno Guimaraes. Gerson. Played back in. That pass has been well intercepted. Aguirre. And it's played forward. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior spread out to the left. Hit into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Succumbs to the pressure. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Alexandro. Aguirre. In the series, looks to get on the end of this. In the series. Matheus Cunha. Danilo. Gerson played out to the left flank. Always onto this. Great defending, strong and determined. Danger averted for now. Matheus Cunha. Searching pass he's played there. That's going to go a long way. Gerson. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gerson. Great work on the overlap. Now it's Rafinha. Cross it goes. Out of play for a goal kick.
Good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Gabriel forwards and with intent. Out to the right. And it's Danilo. Oh, nice touch. Matheus Cunha.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, what a climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Marquinhos gently done. Ben Seguir. And it's played forward. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Matheus Cunha. Gerson. Marquinhos. Marquinhos chooses to go cross-field. And here's Rafinha. That's a good ball. Matheus Cunha. Shoots!
Matheus Cunha usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though.
Gabriel. Nadir. Amrabat. And they can counter here. And it's Diaz. Nadir. Now it's En-Nesyri. Plenty to aim at here.
Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Climbs up big! And that would have been game, set and match.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Gerson. Marquinhos played over towards the opposite flank. Played into space out wide. Marquinhos gets it away. Unahi. Nadir. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Brahim Diaz. Oh, it's played into the area. En-Nesyri! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
En-Nesyri has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Thinks about the shot. There's the shot!
Morocco surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And here's En-Nesyri.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
No, it's come to nothing.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Vinicius. Real chance! And here's Rodrigo.
Turns and goes back. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Ball's gone out of play. Rodrigo. Deftly away.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Amrabat.
Quality ball.
And it's Diaz. Mazraoui. Nadir. En-Nesyri. Gabriel. Rafinha. Matheus Cunha.
Alexandro.
Now who's going to be first to this? That has found him in acres of space. And he's there to clear it. It's run loose here.
And that's a throw.
No way through, so back it comes. And he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal there.
Could have brought them level.
Now, that's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. In the series. Oh, good chance for a shot!
It's there! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Gabriel. Rafinha. Cross goes in there. Again, attempts a clearance. Bruno Guimaraes. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Danilo. Ben Seguir does really well to win the ball there. Matheus Cunha. And here's the chance to counter. Unahi. Nice physical challenge.
Gabriel, yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Lucas Paqueta. Matheus Cunha. And he's heaved it away. Nadir, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Matheus Cunha. Nadir. Brahim Diaz. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Matheus Cunha. Shot at goal! That's really well manoeuvred. Well timed, excellent interception. Bruno Guimaraes shifted upfield. Ben Seguir. Ben Seguir, gently done. Nadir. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Brahim Diaz really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Brazil making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Gabriel, aim forwards. And there's his chance to lead the counter. En-Nesyri. That is lovely. Brahim Diaz delivers. Moved on forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. That has been cut short. Hakimi. That's really well manoeuvred. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ben Sagir, aim forwards. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Morocco clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
That's a cute ball. Danilo, and he's certainly onside here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Ben Sagir. Out to the left it goes. Oh, the ball's come loose here. En-Nesyri! Oh, should have put that away. Mathias Cunha. Oh, that's neat. Brahim Diaz. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's played forward. Nadir. Aim forwards. En-Nesyri is onto it in a flash. And it's Nadir. Brahim Diaz. Morocco can't seem to retain possession. Brahim Diaz. Lovely feet. Unahi played out towards the right wing. That's very neat. Nadir. Amrabat. Back into the middle. Nadir. Oh, good spread. Diving header! And it's hoisted clear. Rodrigo. Just 5 minutes left. Over to the left. Mazraoui wins the duel this time. Brahim Diaz. And it's been played through. Rodrigo. Marquinhos. Marquinhos gently done. Danilo. And it's Danilo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Lucas Paqueta. Tries to dink it through. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Brazil give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Moved on forwards. Now that's well seen too. That's a nicely shaped ball. Rafinha! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Brahim Diaz, that's a delicate pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Aguirre. Hakimi. And it's played forward. Gabriel makes the interception. Bruno Guimaraes.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
It's an exciting looking ball, that. Matheus Cunha. Approach does pay off here. Good play on the left-hand side here. Fires it in low.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ben Seguir. Hakimi. Ben Seguir. Unahi. Proves too strong.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Marquinhos aim forwards. Lucas Paqueta. Rafinha. It is now or never. Time is against them.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
He can get that clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And here's Rafinha. Clipped into space. And that has been cleared. And it's Danilo. He is just caressing the ball. Danilo, and that's aimed into the middle. Great chance! Marquinhos. Danilo. Lovely bit of skill. Lucas Paqueta. Rodrigo. And that has been clubbed away. Shapes to shoot! Brilliant from Rafinha! And that has raised the roof! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Rafinha really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
And now he has two. Brazil complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Cleared away. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Nadir. Vinicius Junior tries a measured ball. Rafinha looking to get on the end of this. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gabriel. Rafinha. Lucas Paqueta. Gabriel. Matheus Cunha. Brahim Diaz. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He has found a way through. Rodrigo. It's a loose ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Matheus Cunha. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha spread out to the left. Fired deep towards the back post. Morocco are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. That'll be a throw. Ben Seguir. Matheus Cunha. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! It's off target and by quite a way. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Rodrigo. That's good running with the ball. Keeper's got good distance on that. Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. And he's running. Vinicius Junior! No mistake!
Brazil, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Marquinhos.
Matheus Cunha. Gabriel shifted upfield. Lucas Paqueta played out to the right. Up towards the front line. That's a little off target. Gabriel. Bruno Guimaraes. Lucas Paqueta. Marquinhos. Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior. En-Nesyri. Chance to play it in. And the referee brings it to a close. Brazil have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it.